Alrighty, you guys, thank you so much for calling in for our weekly Dreamers in Action team call. My name is Lauren, for those of you that do not know me, and tonight's focus is really to get everybody caught up to speed. For those of you who are not at Celebration, or kind of recap for those of you that they were, and then also really to kind of talk to you about the 90-day game plan and what we're going to do as a team and some things that are rolling out should you choose to be a part of that. But, I always like to start the call just with some fun announcements and recognition before we get into the nitty gritty of everything. So first of all, I just want to give a couple shout outs. Ashley Belias came back from Celebration. She was fired up, double pibs, meaning that she has not enrolled 2 people in a week in a long time. And it just kind of shows events make you 10 feet tall and bulletproof. And she went out and shared the story and is earning from there. Janet under Jen Fichter, like 7 enrollments in 2 weeks. I mean, she's just absolutely excited about what's out there. And just as a team, great job just promoting the new products. I love the posts and cleansers and testimonials and the videos of all the cookies and cream and, the new e-shots and ant bars and everything. And so just good job to all of you guys. For those of you that are in Denver, starting the first week in September after Labor Day weekend, I am going to resume our Wednesday health and wellness events. Corporate is on board to giving me enrollment codes every week because of the leader I am and the way that we put Denver on the map. I will be trying to Zoom some of those. Not all of them are Facebook Live them for those not in Colorado. But if you're interested in partnering with those with me, I would love for you to watch Tanya and Trudy's video on how they do their health and wellness events, because that's what I'm going to do for the 90 days. I am not doing any opportunity meetings in terms of slides. I am going to have product. We are going to share, different stories, have different presenters, but that's going to be the flow. And I would encourage those of you that are in California or New Jersey or St. Louis or wherever to mimic something similar. If you can go ahead and save the date, grab your calendars, August 28th. I'm going to do an opportunity call with Martha Whitfield. She is the corporate representative for the Southwest region, and there is going to be free enrollment on that code. On that call, we're going to get codes that will last for 48 to 72 hours. We cannot promote it publicly that there's going to be free enrollment just because we want to make sure it's fair. But as a gift, for hosting this call, they're going to make the call to action. So definitely start promoting that call. It's 2 weeks from yesterday, and it's going to be great to have corporate support on there. Martha and I will be the ones doing the presentation, but we'll have a flyer for you that you can text to people, Facebook to people, private message. I might make an event that you can add to people, but just know that you don't want to just tag people. I mean, you really want to get them excited and fired up and tell them why they want to get on this call, that there is going to be free enrollment, but they have to be on the call. But, it's such a treat that Martha's going to, leave her dinner hour and help us with that call, that we really, really want to make sure that we've got a lot of attendance on there and a lot of guests. Also for Denver people or anybody who wants to come to Denver on October 21st, that's our next Super Saturday. Martha and Cal, our corporate reps, are coming out. Kayla Kraft, who is an Isagenix millionaire, she is enrolled under Kelly Dickerhoof. She's under Janny Elo. She is going to be hosting the event with me. And then we're also working on Trudy Maple, so keep your fingers crossed for that. So that is on October 21st. I am going to do the social media blitz. Some of you have no idea what that means. Some of you have done it before. We're starting on Monday the 21st to launch off our 90-day game plan, actually Sunday, August 20th. But this is basically a way that I can teach you how to brand yourself, how to drip Isagenix, how to, be consistent on social media without you vomiting Isagenix all over the place and without you not ever talking about Isagenix. I'm going to challenge you. There are going to be some Facebook Lives that are a part of the blitz. So I'm prepping the content right now. And if you guys are not in the thread where we're going to be instructing you step by step when we're posting, make sure you opt in or add your team members in it, things like that. All of the instructions are in our Dreamers page. I'm a big fan of group cleanses. I'm a big fan of, promoting them, marketing them together. So I'm working on the September project right now. And a part of our social media blitz is going to be making some posts about, too many margaritas or too many baseball hot dogs or things you did over the summer, and gearing up for our September project. That after Labor Day, kids are back in school. We're going to do a 30-day reset as a team. There's not going to be like a new page for it or anything, but we are going to, cleanse together, start together, those types of things. So just in terms of marketing to really launch some enrollments in September. And then just remember that Isagenix has free membership. So all new orders, 100 BV or higher through Sunday, you guys. And that's a huge gift from Isagenix. So there's absolutely no reason to not be recruiting like crazy right now. I mean, calling people, following up with people, sharing the story with as many people as you possibly can. But that $29 savings is huge, especially a pack like the Pacesetter Presidents that already has it, and it's an additional $29 off. I mean, this is the time to follow up. This is the time when your energy is high. We're kicking off the 90-day game plan. We've got new products. There's new contests. You're fired up. Even if you don't know exactly what to say, it doesn't matter. It's how you say it, the why you're doing it is that people are going to feel, and is what is going to draw people into you. So, with no further ado, before we get into the content of Celebration, those are just a few announcements for you. I want to kick off the call with just some amazing stories, because I think that one of the things that sets Isagenix apart is that we have real people doing extraordinary things, and it's so fun to just be inspired and hear people's stories. So the first person I would love to bring to the call tonight is Barbara Cleve, you guys. She has been with Isagenix for a couple of years, took a little bit of a hiatus. She came back, she's fired up, but the first thing that really launched her business was her product transformation. So Barbara, if you can unmute, we would love to hear what the products did for you. I unmuted you.
Okay, now can you hear me?
Yep.
Yay. All right. Hi, guys. So this is my 30-second story. Before Isagenix, I was really having a hard time losing weight. I'm a single mom, and I work full-time, and I was really putting in some energy to making myself feel better. I was tired all of the time, all the time I was tired, and I really had a poor mood. I had a short temper, and so a friend of mine introduced me to Isagenix and to Lauren, and through that introduction, or once I got started with Isagenix, I felt a total 180, to the point that my boss actually came in my office one day and said, "You are absolutely glowing. You have been so positive. What are you doing? Clearly something is different. Tell me what is going on." So I started losing weight. I had a ton more energy. I was excited. I was able to do a lot more with my kids and really just enjoy my life again.
Awesome. 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 I love it. You guys, she really does have the Isa glow. So the next gal I would love to bring out to the call is Sarah Slutz. She also started with the products, but has seen the vision. I mean, she is just an entrepreneur at heart and has big, big dreams and goals for her life. So Sarah, would you please unmute and tell us a little bit about your opportunity?
Yes, absolutely. Hi, everybody. It's so good to see all your faces. I loved seeing so many of you last week. Was Celebration not amazing? I think that was, just like Lauren said, that you walk out of these events 10 foot tall and bulletproof. This event was exactly what I needed. So my business story, like Lauren mentioned, I didn't really start for the business. I was introduced to the products by my best friend, Lauren Donahue. And so grateful that she did. I had a wonderful physical transformation, naturally shared with a couple people that I loved, my mother and my grandmother, got paid for it, and it kind of opened the door. So prior to Isagenix, I was on leadership teams on 2 companies prior to this. And I think for me, that was my identity, right? I'd worked really hard to have a title and have a salary, and those were the things that I was really, really proud of. So when I saw the vision that Isagenix has and the mass that really carries, my world kind of expanded, to say the least. I realized how small I had been dreaming, and how much weight I had placed on something that was really just a title. And that's been my biggest hurdle, as I've kind of I've quit that job. I am now committed to doing Isagenix full time, and I am so much happier for it. But as Lauren and Laura and a few people can attest, it's been a challenge for me. And I got in my own way. And I think that because of these wonderful leaders that we have, I've seen that vision, and I've seen what it can do for my life and how big I can dream. And it's really been life-changing. I think my why has changed as well. I didn't realize how kind of selfish I'd been about what I was doing with my life, right? It had been about my title, it had been about my accomplishments. And now with Isagenix, I have found an entirely new kind of fulfillment that comes from sharing this gift that we have. I know Christina is on the call tonight. That was my girl. She came with me to Celebration last week, and just watching her go through the same thing that I did and see a bigger world and the bigger things that we can accomplish and all of the people that we can touch, I can't tell you how fulfilling that is. It's a whole different kind of satisfaction. So it's been so eye-opening. I'm so grateful for this. I know that it's with this kind of team and this kind of support, all of us can be incredibly successful. I'm so, so grateful. So thank you for letting me share a little bit of kind of my struggle, because everybody's got their own little struggle that gets them to where they want to be. And I am so committed and so excited to move forward with all of you guys. So thank you for letting me share.
Love, love, love. And I totally agree that there's nothing better than it's like when someone you have introduced Isagenix to gets it, you know, I mean, that's what makes it all worth it. And, you know, that just happened with Shauna. You know, she's got Ken who's just fired up and he created and it just takes one person to be, because you shared Isagenix with me, you know, because, you know, you introduced this gift to me, my life has forever changed, to make you never, ever, ever want to stop. And I think about these stories, you guys, I get just as many no's. I get just as many people, you know, that are judging what I'm doing. Or are you selling something? But I think about Alex's story and my sister's story and Laura's story and Shauna's story and Jen's story and Sarah's story. And I'm like, I don't care if you want to judge. I care more about the people out there that are waiting to find out about this. You know, I just thought about all the IsaBody finalists, and I was like, can you imagine being their sponsor? Like, could you imagine that person up there, like, telling this story and everything, looking at their transformation? And because if you told them about that, I mean, what a gift. So, Sarah, I love that you brought that up about Christina, because it's so, so, so true. And then I want to bring Alex out to the call, because every week, you guys, we want to introduce you to new products. We have so many things outside of our, you know, core pillars. So, Alex, will you tell us a little bit about the Spotlight this week?
All right. I have to agree. I cannot get enough of these stories. They just, every time, I just can't get enough. So thank you both for sharing. That was amazing. So yes, product spotlight. I started Isagenix for the shakes. I'm not going to lie. I started for the shakes. I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat. But it was not long after that I found this hidden gem called our Rejuvity skincare. And raise your hand if you're using some product from the Rejuvity. Yes. It is unbelievable. So the product spotlight this week is actually the Essential Youth Serum. So I don't know how many of you guys have actually used this, but it is so incredible. It was literally sitting in my cabinet for a couple of months after I got it, because I didn't know what it was. I was doing shakes, right? So I started using this, and within a couple weeks, I noticed a huge difference. So this is going to help you with fine lines and wrinkles. So I like to use it specifically around my eyes and my mouth, because I smile a lot. And it's made a huge difference. I use it every single day. It travels with me. It's the perfect size for travel. And I take that whole skincare line with me. So if you have not gone into the back office and ordered any of these products, you need to start, because they are such an essential piece of just feeling and looking younger. They really do make a huge difference. So you're going to definitely need to try out the serum. So that's the product spotlight this week. If you have not gone and ordered that yet, please do. You will not regret it. And grab a couple of those other Rejuvity products as well, specifically the eye cream. You guys, who's used the eye cream? This stuff is amazing. So go in there and explore the Rejuvity. It's a hidden gem. It truly is. So that's it. And keep smiling.
Awesome, you guys. Okay, so we are, I'm like reading Laura's comment here and everything. Okay, so I'm in really no particular order gonna go through some stuff from Celebration. And you guys, if I have forgotten something, that those of you that were there, or it triggers you something, like Kisa, if you want to interrupt me, or Jen or Laura or Alex, Kareen, Rachel, like this is like, how can we in 30 minutes vomit everything we learned in 3 days to the team of what's most important and what do they really need to run with this 90-day action plan and kind of be caught up to speed. And in the event for this call, I tried to post the information on how you can sign up to watch the replay. I posted the flyer for the 2-star contest. I posted the flyer for the 3-star contest. So I've tried to guide you in the direction of, where to find that stuff. But obviously ask questions, reach out to anybody because we want you to be successful and we want you to get this information. So the first thing I kind of just want to touch on is Angelique opened up the event on the why, and I've seen the training of the why from Hillary Courtney and Laura Stevens and Jessica Rigner and Lisa DeMeo and some phenomenal people, and she was hands down one of the best, you guys. I mean, she tapped into your heart, your grit. I mean, she really tapped into the vision. And one of the things that I love about Angelique and David is how realistic they've always been with the time it would take to build this business, the work that it would take to go in there, and they want this to be a legacy company. I mean, when she talks about she's not ever submitting a resume again, and she wants this opportunity to be available for her children, she doesn't make claims, and she will protect this company to the earth and back. And that's what's so powerful about her story. But she basically, through the challenges that she's had, the 7 moves, the 2 children, the death of parents, that she kept building, not always as fast as she wanted to, but consistently sharing the story, going to events, hosting parties, doing 3-way calls, because this is what she chose. This is the career that she chose, right? I mean, she and David left corporate America to do this, and that there was a time, before her mom passed, when things were rough, and she happened to do a 3-way call that brought in Delray Messer, who's a 7-star in Isagenix now. And it's like that one person helped them max out their business, brought them to Isagenix millionaire status. And it's not because one person is capable of doing that, but it's because who they showed up, the things that they prayed about, they visioned about, the work that they put in, the consistency, the branding, the social media, the calls. And I share this with you, and I agree. I mean, Alex, definitely go and watch it. But we all have stuff. Every one of us has stuff. Some have harder stuff at different times. We all have it. In deciding, committing, making a decision, whether you are doing this part-time or full-time, that you are consistent with sharing the story. You are consistently going to events. You are consistent with doing 3-way calls, setting up 3-way calls, posting on social media, because this is your legacy. This is your family's legacy. And, she had this example where we held a pen out in our hand and she went through this journey, and her story was probably 5 to 6 minutes, but it's like when you wanted to quit, when you wanted to put your arm down, when you wanted to, stop, it was like, no, like what's it going to take and what happens on the other side? What's that reward? So I just want you, as you are going through your 90-day action plan, whether you have it from Celebration or you download the PDF and fill it out, why do you do what you do? What is that burning desire? I spent over 10 hours yesterday and today talking to leaders, talking about their goals. How many enrollments do you want to have, right? How many rank advancements are you going to have? What is the rank advancement you're going for? But then getting to the why and peeling back those layers, because I want you to tears. And if you're not at tears, it's not going to be big enough, right? When I think about Laura Stevens and what really launched her business, and she was in the running for a trip, and she knew that was a trip that she would never, ever be able to experience with her husband. They would never be able to go on, and she wanted it so bad. She'll tell stories that for 3 months, her kids ate mac and cheese and chicken fingers that were gluten-free and shakes because she built this business. But you guys, she makes 7 figures a year now. She made those sacrifices. In getting into whatever that is, what is it that says, I'm not watching TV, I'm not watching football, I'm getting up earlier, I'm not listening to music, I'm listening to podcasts, I'm going to not hang out with my family on vacation, I'm going to get on this call, whatever it takes, because there's something inside of you. And where we have long-term goals, long-term wise, I want you to think about in 90 days. What's capable? What bill can you pay off? What vacation can you go on? How many people can you serve, right? But just think about it get really clear on it, and make sure it's emotional, because that's what's going to help you get over the fear. That emotional fuel is what's going to help you dive into action. So Tanya and Trudy, honestly, their breakout session for me was one of the most valuable. I mean, I've yet to see Susan Slide's overcoming objections and prospecting, I think is what it was. You know, Michael Klaus had some great fundamentals on network marketing. There were a lot of great breakouts, you know, on the star community, on the athlete community. So definitely buy it, you guys. I mean, incredible training. And if you have the ticket, watch the replays of the ones you couldn't see. But for me, I've been doing either tasting parties the way I learned from Cindy Hedges, like make a cute little flyer, invite your friends over, tell your story, sample some products, drink some wine, and roll, right? Or classic opportunity meetings that I learned from Eric Coover, where you go through the slides and it's more about the business presentation and you enroll. And Tanya and Trudy and Ranelli, bless her heart, she recorded the whole thing and posted it up into our Dreamers in Action group. But they are showing their health and wellness event and how from the very beginning, they are welcoming you and they're so hospitable, and people have name tags, and, you know, they're giving someone to eat or something to drink. And it's like if you're going to have a party, you know, and they're making it really fun. And there was these different action steps where they are going through, you know, the company history, and they play Transform Your Life. And then they've got some success stories of real people coming up, and it's getting leaders to step up, and you're showing social proof at the same time. And then, you know, asking their permission to tell their story, and them launching into their stories and leading in to the 4 pillars of health. And the way that they do this, that it's like the only option to enroll with at the end of it is the President's Pack. And then going into the You Share, They Share, talking about this and this call to action. And you literally have to go through the enrollment phase of the house in order to get to the tasting room, right? In order to get to, you have to go through this step. And it was just brilliant. And I was like, this is how I'm doing all of our health and wellness events, because you're getting product, you're getting business, which is what Isagenix is all about, in a fun way, in a duplicative way, in a relatable way, no boring PowerPoint presentations, no having to draw up the comp plan. And I would encourage all of you, if you've sat here and said, I don't know how to do a launch party, I don't know if I can do an opportunity meeting, I mean, watch this and you're going to go, oh my gosh, I can do this. Anybody can do this. And then the best part is grabbing your friends, grabbing your teammates and doing it with you. Because as leaders, they were sharing their stories. Or why Tanya and Trudy were presenting, there were people in the kitchen that were cutting up bars, and they were making up shakes, and they were getting all that ready. And there were other people that could be enrolling and had the, you know, iPads or enrollment sheets together, whatever that may be. That as a team, it took 6, 8, or 10 people to, you know, invite, to promote, to educate, to enroll, to clean up, whatever it may be. But this is why they enroll 20 to 25 President's Packs every single launch party, every single, you know, health and wellness event. And so that was really big for me, because I think where this team is and where a lot of us are is we really, outside of social media, are leaning on tasting parties. We're leaning on presentations in order to cast the vision. As a team and strength in numbers, we can really help that many people, especially for those of you that aren't comfortable cold calling, especially for those of you that don't want to go to a coffee shop and do a one-to-one presentation, that you can invite your friends, be like, oh my gosh, come to our health and wellness event. It's so fun. And, you know, Tanya said it was in the presentation, she talked about the voice memos or the voice texts that she sends that are like, I know you've been watching me for years. And tonight, I'm personally inviting you to taste and feel health and freedom. Please come to my house. I'm inviting you. I have a seat saved for you. You know, we're going to have goodies for you to try. Like, it made it so fun. Like, who wouldn't come, right? And together, if you can have that energy and the consistency, which is why I'm going back to doing it every single week, because then they were like, I can't make this one. I'll come next week. Or people are watching. They're watching that 3 months later, 4 months later, they're like, okay, I want to come to your party, right? So the St. Louis tribe, bundle up, do this together. You know, our California team, our Jersey team, the Denver team, I definitely think we're stronger in numbers. Some of the big contests that I want you to know about from corporate, the championship, the 2-star, and the 3-star. I'm not going to go through all the single details on this because I don't want to be on the phone until midnight. However, if you go into the back office under contests and promotions, you can find the flyers for all of them. The championship is the cruise contest. You have to get a team together, registered by September, 6 people, no more than 2 people on the team, director or above. And it's points. It's points on enrollments, rank advancements of your team, ISABODY challenge. And the top teams in the company are going to go on this beautiful cruise. I mean, there's a video about what this cruise is going to look like in our pages. You can find it in the promotions. All I can tell you is an Isagenix trip is world class. I've never seen or experienced anything like it, and I feel so fortunate and grateful to have experienced a couple trips that I won with this company. But the Isoderby that I won my first year with Isagenix with Heather and Rachel and some of us when we first were launching, I mean, it changed my belief in this company. It changed the vision on my life. I mean, things that I would never be able to do. And actually just on Sunday with my parents, my dad and stepmom actually questioning this profession, I got really defensive and I brought up things like, have you seen the places I've gone to because of this company? Like never in my life would that have been possible. So I don't want you to think, oh, I'm never going to win this. I shouldn't even register. I can't do that. I want you to say, I'm a badass, excuse me, right? And I'm going to partner with some amazing people that want to work their tails off. And I'm going to take my husband, I'm going to take my sister, I'm going to take my friend on this amazing cruise. And I'm just as eligible as anybody else. I'm just as skilled. I'm just as talented. This is a fair field, right? And go have some fun with it and just know that they're giving prizes along the way. Like there's so many things that are going to be there, but you don't want to, at the end of it, watch all these people go and be like, I didn't even give it my all. I didn't even try, I mean, dive into this. In the 2-star contest, you guys, it's people that are hitting 2-star in the eligible period, have to be paid as executive, hit executive. But this is a contest. You're going to corporate. You get to see the corporate tour. They're bringing you down there. You get times with the executive team. You're getting time with the Cougars. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. And they're saying there's a gap right now between 1-star and 3-star, right? There's a gap in the company of people that are getting stuck, that have hit 1-star on their own based on enrollment, but they're not developing leaders. They're not maturing, evolving into the next level of leadership. You guys opt into this. I put the flyer in there, the website, like exactly what you have to do to sign up for it. I know that Haley has signed up. I know Renelli has signed up, but the company has put together a curriculum. Top trainers, top leaders are going to give you training every single step of the way, not the basic isagenixbusiness.com, how to connect, what's your why, what's your vision. We are saying, how do you get to that next level of leadership? How are you creating leadership? And you are getting trained by leaders. I know this because I'm one of the trainers in the middle of September for it. I saw the curriculum. I saw who the trainers are. You guys, this is an amazing thing Isagenix, our one team culture, is putting out there to pour into you and help you get there. So again, please don't sit here and say, oh my gosh, I cycle twice a week. I can never hit 2-star. I only have 2 consultants. I can never hit 2-star. Sign up. Anybody can do this. Speed is sexy. And when you commit and you believe in it and you do the work, you absolutely can do it. There are record-breaking rank advancements in the company all the time on how fast people are going 2-star. Don't sell yourself out before you even start. And here's the thing. Worst case scenario, you don't hit it. Worst case scenario, you don't win. You still are going to be in a better place than where you are now. It's still going to propel you forward. You're still going to get tons of belief, tons of education. Like there's no reason not to sign up and say I'm going for it. I was on the phone with a gal earlier today, and she was like, I said at first I was going to go executive, but I think now I'm going to go manager. And I'm like, no, you can go executive. You have 12 weeks. Like going manager is playing small. I mean, that's like the person that wants to lose, 15 pounds in a month. And they're like, well, I guess I'll just go for 5. Just like, why? Don't play small, right? Play big and give yourself those stretch goals, because playing small is going to keep you playing small. Playing big, even if you don't reach it, you're going to be further ahead than playing small. I mean, this is all about getting out of your comfort zone, okay? And so I want you guys to sign up for that. I want you to get the training. The 3-star contest, you guys, again, paid as executive. You have to be active, hitting 3-star, or have hit it. But this is for the trip with Eric Worre. I mean, incredible leadership, because again, there's a gap of people that have hit, a 6-figure income, or maybe hit the 2-star Bermuda Triangle, but they're not getting into the higher level of leadership, right? I mean, there's a gap of this 2-star, 1-star, and then all the 5-star, 6-star, 7-star, 8-star. And the company's saying, what do we need to do that middle level of leadership? And so there's an amazing 3-day training with Eric Worre, who's the expert in the profession, that go for that. You guys, if you're sitting here right now, you're cycling, 5 times, 10 times, 15 times, you can do this. You can hit 3-star with cycle matches. You can do it with PIBs. there's so many ways to rank advance, and we can map that out individually if you really say you're going for it. But don't look at where you're not, look at where you want to be and say, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. I mean, some of the things that have absolutely propelled me forward was someone saying, you can hit that. I was like, I'm never going to, you all can do it. We wouldn't be having this conversation if we didn't think that we could. So moving into some of the new products, you guys, cookies and cream. I know that you had to be at Celebration to have it, but it is getting launched in the next week to 10 days-ish. I'm pretty sure it's a week from Tuesday. Don't mark my words on that, but I think it's happening on the 29th. That's my intuition based on when they do shake releases and what they've said at the end of the month. So we're going to promote that. That's going to sell out in like crazy time. I mean, it's seriously like a Blizzard or McFlurry and just like so stupid delicious. It's not even funny. But really start doing that. I would be taking pre-orders. You know, if you're saying like you want people to have this, I would be talking to people about it now. I would get their name. I would get their credit card. I would get their shipping information and saying, as soon as it launched, I've got your personal order ready. You know, if they're not already enrolled in your business, try and get a qualifying order. Say, well, you know, 4 containers and then enroll them. If they just want 1, get creative, run it through other people in your downline. So you get consultants that have fallen out back to consultant. I mean, bring the BV from the bottom so it rolls all the way up that everybody benefits. But I would be planning that now. Like as soon as it launches, I want you to have this. I want you to be able to have this deliciousness or whatever it is. I'm literally gathering people's information right now. So the day it launches, I can order it for you. I mean, you could be placing 10 to 20 orders or just enroll them through your account and deliver them to the neighborhood. I mean, Rachel brought 10 back from Vegas and she literally was like dealing cookies and cream shakes all weekend here in Denver to people. I mean, do whatever you have to do, but get people excited, because if they fall in love with the cookies and cream shake, now they're a part of Isagenix. Now we just get to drip and share and fall, you know, get them to fall in love with everything else that we have. The bars, the amped bars. So I know a lot of people are going, okay, what's the difference between this bar and our meal replacement bars? So when you look at it calorically, they are the same. The meal replacement bar is going to be more of a 40-30-30, right? A macro blend of carbs and fats and proteins. The amped protein bar is going to be more heavily protein, obviously way less fat. And the carbs, it's actually less, even though you might see some carbs on there. The net carbs, because of the fiber, it's not very many. It's what's utilized to help carry the protein into the muscles. The best time to take this, absolutely post-workout. I mean, think about your athletes. And sometimes they're going from the workout to pick up kids, or they're going from the workout to run errands or whatever, and they don't have the ability to make a shake, or they just don't want to. They actually want to chew and eat something, to eat it. You know, half of it as a mini snack as a part of a protein pacing program where you're getting 10 to 25 grams of protein every 2 to 3 hours. You can do that. There's a ton of information, you know, on isoproduct.com, but you guys order them. You have got to taste it. You've got to feel it. You've got to know the texture, the smell, if you're going to sell it, if you're going to recommend it. I mean, if I go to lunch today with Alex and she orders a sandwich and I order a salad and someone asks me about it, I can't talk about her sandwich. I mean, a little bit because I saw it, but I didn't have it. If you're sitting here and you're saying, I don't have a lot of retention in my business, my basket order isn't very high in my team, it's because you're not talking about other products. You know, I don't have a problem keeping people at 100 BV because we move on from shakes and cleanse and ionics in the second conversation. You know, I would grab a couple boxes and I would send them out to your team. I mean, I order, when you buy 6 of something, you get 10% off, right? So I try and buy things at bulk sometimes. And then when someone completes their first cleanse day, I send them a card with product, right? Or when they've enrolled someone, you know, I'm promoting product at the same time. I would grab a couple of the boxes and get those little cute little mailing envelopes, you know, and a little card, and just say, you know, Michelle, I know you couldn't make it to Celebration, but I thought about you. I wanted you to try the new bar. Tell me what you think. You know, I send out sleep spray, green packets, fruit packets, like whatever it may be. If someone orders dark chocolate delights, but they kind of wanted the dark mint, I send them a few dark mint. I mean, keep track of your people and take that extra level of customer service to introduce them to new products, right? I mean, the new eShots, if you buy a couple boxes, not to everybody, but the people that are recruiting, the people that are getting on calls, maybe someone who's going to do a launch party, send them a couple of the new flavors and just like, I thought about you, try these. I mean, as leaders, as business builders, we want to be investing in our team, and that's them introducing it. And that's you knowing what it is too. I mean, you guys got to order the product, taste it, smell it, see the texture, feel it, whatever, in order to be able to share it to other people. Otherwise, you're out of, you know, congruency. You're not going to be authentic. But people are asking me about the new eShots, right? Here's what I'm saying. I love that there's a variety. People love to have different tastes. I personally actually decided I like the original the best, you know, but they're worth doing it. They're worth mixing it up. I'm not going to lie to people, but I say, you know what? I've got 2 girls on the team that are never ordering apple pomegranate again. They're obsessed with lemon lime. Like they think it's the best thing since sliced bread, right? Like everybody's different, but it's about having that conversation. And the informed sport label, some of you realize what that is, some of you don't. So I'm just going to give you a 30-second overview. It's a big deal. That's what you're going to get out of that. But because we have people active in the NFL, NBA, you know, whatever it may be, and now that Isagenix is moving towards sponsoring some pro athletes, people are getting tested, and that is basically our way of saying that there's no stimulants, there's no additives, there's no, you know, cheating ingredients that is going to give an athlete an advantage. And that's the entire AMP line, you guys. The bars, the Recover, the eShots, the Power, the Knox. I mean, that is huge when you're talking to athletes, absolutely huge. And just to be able to say, hey, we not only are tested, but we have the labeling. Like when people ask, why are we not GMO labeled or why are we not certified organic? I mean, this is huge in the athlete culture. And so know that, read up about it, talk to people about it, promote it, you know, whatever that may be. Making sure I'm taking my notes here for a second. The Tony Robbins, you guys, I cannot go through 4 hours of training for you, but I will tell you the 3 key points that his training was on, and I would encourage you to watch it. He basically did his entire keynote on these 3 bullet points, and it has to do with what do you focus on, what is the meaning you give it, and what are you going to do about it. And he started by saying, everybody scan the room. Everybody scan the room and find everything brown that you can. Keep track of everything brown that you see right now. Make a mental note of every brown thing you see. Now everybody close your eyes. And he said, tell me what you see that's red. And of course, nobody thought of anything that was red because we had all been looking for brown things. And he just so quickly, in a very simple way, was seeing, what do you focus on? So if you're focusing on brown, you're going to see brown. If you focus on red, you're going to see red. Right? And that's how we show up every single day. If you focus on negativity, if you focus on drama, if you focus on what's hard, if you focus on everything that's not going for you, guess what's going to show up? Time and time again, you will prove yourself right. But if you focus on growth, on contribution, on change, on positivity, on service, on goals, on vision, on why, guess what's going to show up? You can prove yourself right either way, right? But it's starting with the focus. I mean, that's why it's so important that what we're listening to, what we're hearing, what we're seeing, what we're visualizing on, what we're meditating on is clear. That when I talk to you about when you're looking for a car, right, and you're shopping for a new car, suddenly you think the whole world is driving that car because you see it everywhere. No, there's not any more of that car than there were 3 months ago. You're just seeing it because you're excited about it. So understanding that. And then how do you interpret it? So we gave an example about 9/11, right? All of the people that died and all the people that were hurt, and we can focus on that. And this was not to desensitize or ignore how powerful and how, you know, tragic of an event that was. But he said that's what people are focusing on. How come we don't focus on all the new babies that were born that day, all the people that were married, all the unity, all the love? You know, or how come we can let one tragedy have all this focus, but we lose sight of the people, the millions of people that are dying, or thousands of people all the time from heart disease, from diabetes, from war, from gang-related stuff, right? And it wasn't to say good or bad. It was just to highlight it's what we focus on, and then how are we interpreting it, and what do you do with that information, right? Like, how do you go out and make a change about it? And so, you guys, that replay is available. I mean, it's hundreds to thousands of dollars to see Tony Robbins. I mean, for like $100 to be able to watch the replay and get 4 hours of his training, that alone, I mean, that's better than any pair of shoes out there. That's better than dinner and drinks with your spouse. I mean, watch it, invest in it. It's life-changing. When we talk about he's the #1 motivational speaker of all time, you know, that he's impacted more people collectively than a lot of speakers. There's a reason for that. You deserve that, and I promise it will change you. The last thing that I'm going to leave you with of kind of what I'm doing for the 90-day game plan, the fast track, and this 30-day blitz. And you guys are welcome to ask questions or call me or whatever. In our main Dreamers in Action page, I got a hold of something from the top earners in the company. It was a 30-day blitz that they did in their team. And every day it was one action step. I'm going to do a Facebook Live. I'm going to put the content out there, and it's a challenge. Who's in for 30 days, right? Can you do the one task that you're set out to do every day for 30 days, okay? the rank advancements that came out of this one team, because they all did it, it's crazy. You're mastering one skill. You're focusing on one thing at a time for 30 days. If this can't eliminate the overwhelm, I really don't know what else will. Some are going to do it, some will not, but I'm going to go in. I'm committed to doing it every morning. I will give you a type of, like a typo, a scenario for the written version. I'll do a Facebook Live, short and sweet, and saying, okay, I can do that. I can put on my big girl pants, my big boy pants. I can do that task today, doing something every single day for 30 days. That is going to be open to everybody. As a team, in terms of the 90-day game plan, what I'm keeping track of in terms of the contest that I'm going to run each 30 days and the big contest that I am going to be launching the details of by the end of the week that will celebrate at NYKO, we're starting on the 21st. We're starting on Monday. So some people started their 90-day game plan today, or yesterday. I think it takes a little bit of time to prep, to get organized, to fill out your workbook, update your whiteboard, your vision board. As a team, I'm going to lead it. If you started today, that's awesome. Way to be proactive. But I'm going to do it in terms of what I'm counting as our 12 weeks starting on the 21st. And there's going to be a series of calls that kind of try and go in order. Those are the 30 days that we're going to, promote with enrollments and consultants and things like that. But that's just the time period. That's going to take us up through the end of the 90-day game period. And then some of you have been a part of this, some of you have not. But Tanya and Trudy do something called Fast Track to Executive. And it's basically 12 weeks of very, very specific focused training for those that want to go executive, either the first time or again. And I did this last year with Janny and Betsy and Jessica Rigner. And I am doing it again. And I just got off the call with that, prepping for it before I got on this. And it's going to be 12 weeks. We are starting on Monday, the 21st. There is going to be a Google Doc that you have to fill out and submit if you want to sign up for it. It's 12 weeks. And the trainers are Erin Harrison, Deanna Falchuk, Renee Schreibman, myself, and Rachel Pedretti. Just to give you a little bit of an overview of who they are and what they are, why I think this is for you. Erin Harrison is part of Team Isagenix. He is an ambassador for Team Isagenix. He is the largest UK team in the company right now. He is our go-to on learning about how to approach athletes, how to approach gyms, understanding the UK market, and we'll have great trainers and great guest speakers. Deanna Falchuk is a 7-star under Herb and Patty Cepeda. She is a foster care mom. She's had record success. She's a President's Quest winner. She's an amazing speaker. She travels around with Corey Kinnear and Tracy O'Malley, doing a lot of trainings on breakthroughs, self-limitations. She's absolutely phenomenal. She's trained under Herb and Patty Cepeda and brings content to the table that I have never seen. Renee Schreibman is a 5-star. She's an ISA Derby winner. She also is trained under Urban Patty Cepeda. This girl gets the comp plan, the pools, the numbers, the back office, like better than anybody I know. Like she, to this day, is my go-to on anything that's related to that. You guys know me. And Rachel Pedretti is a 6-star. She's a leader in action. She's a top international builder. She's out of Australia. She is a President's Quest winner. She's created 6 executives, and she's just a powerhouse. And I think we bring different strengths, different skills, but we literally mapped out what's the content of the 12 calls. What are we focusing on? And as opposed to simple, basic content that's in isagenixbusiness.com, like discovering your why, discovering your vision, 5 core beliefs. Like we're taking it to the next level. It's not that new people are going to be lost, but we are looking for those that want to go executive. And if you are, just like, I just want to feel this out. I want to, do the 90-day game plan right now. I want to, just start to learn about this business. This is not probably for you. Anybody's welcome. But if you're saying I'm committed to 3 conversations every single day, I'm committed to a monthly launch party, I am committed to, Laura, I'll answer your question in 1 second. I am, committed to going executive. Like that's the whole goal, is to go executive. Then this is for you, and we're going to pour into you. All of us are in different teams. We all just really want to help everybody. And we would rather work with a few focused people that are really, really committed to going there than everybody that can be a part of all the basic training that all of us do. All of us lead team calls. All of us have training that's available to everybody. So look forward to this information. I'm going to put the call day and time information in there, the requirements of what we're asking for if you're going to be in this, as well as the sign-up sheet. And I would encourage all of you guys to do it. So the contest that I am running, you guys have seen me do things where I've taken people to corporate, taken people to Mexico. I'm working out the details, but I will tell you it's going to incorporate probably sweet tickets at a football game or a shopping spree, gender specific. It's going to be in Phoenix around the time of NYKO. But it is only for those that go executive. In the past, I've done the ICE Derby format where we're doing enrollments, rank advancement. I'm not keeping track of any of that. Corporate's not involved. It is for those that go executive. If you've never hit executive, hit the rank of executive. If you are, it's 10 new consultants, right? It's an equal playing field for everybody. But at this point, I'm more concerned on long-term retention with this team than short-term momentum. So we all can enroll a few people, but I want us to take those enrollments to the next level, to be developing people and us to be developing more leaders in the process. So Laura, the little flyer, I put a note in Dreamers in Action and in this page of where to sign up. There's a website of the 2-star where to sign up. The flyer's wrong. It says like email your regional rep or something, but I put the screenshot in Dreamers in Action under it about like where you go. There's a website and I don't have it in front of me, but where you go to sign up for the 2-star training. So I'm just making sure that I've covered everything. I think I want to leave you with this, and then if you guys have any questions to ask me questions, is that you've heard the 90-day game plan. You guys, it'll come and go faster than you can imagine. We know that people are fired up right now. We know that we just came back from celebration and we are in momentum and we're excited. But the realism is that this spark dwindles, right? People are pumped. And in a couple weeks, real life shows up. We get busy. The frustration happens. The wall kicking moments happen. And your flame will go out if you are not there to light it. You have got to light your flame so you can go out and light other people's every single day. But when you think about what can happen in 12 weeks, what are you willing to do? How different your body can change, how different your bank account can change, how different the size of your team can change. Whatever that may be, buckle up, be willing to be a hot mess, be laser focused on your goals, on your vision, roll up your sleeves and do the work. No one is going to drop 100 people in your lap to enroll. No one's going to post for you. No one's going to get on team calls for you. No one's going to listen to podcasts for you. No one's going to make your vision board, right? But if you're saying, I am the CEO of my business, I am the one designing my life, I can change the trajectory of my life at any single time. Thank you, Sarah, for posting that. Then commit, right? And we're going to have so much freaking fun in the process. This is, I think the 8th or 9th 90-day game plan. And every time we rank advance people, every time we rank advance as a team, and it's fun. Just like Sarah said, because she saw Christina get fired up, and it's like, holy cow, that's one person. Imagine when you're a 2-star and you're a 3-star and there's 10, 15, 20, 30, 50 people looking at you because of the impact that you had. But I want to leave you with this, getting out of your head and into your heart more than anything. You can sit there and be ignorant on freaking ice, like waiting for someone to teach you everything, waiting to be an expert, waiting to get it perfect, waiting while people are going to pass you by. Or you can be ignorant on fire and just dive in. And sometimes, people go, Lauren, I don't know what you know. I can't say what you say. In the very beginning, it didn't sound like this, you guys. It was not pretty. But I was more afraid of staying stuck than diving in. I was more afraid of not changing my life than diving in. And so really get to that why, really, get into your dreams, believe it's possible, and start with pouring love into yourself every single day. If your cup, like Angelique said, is not runneth over with greatness, there isn't any to give away. But if you fill your cup up, you meditate, you visualize, you exercise, you fuel your body with good nutrition, you work on your belief system, there's going to be so much oozing out over you. People are naturally going to be drawn to you, right? They're going to naturally be wanting to be a part of everything you have. But it starts with you. So spend the next few days, get your vision boards done, get your goals written out, be realistic of what you're willing to do, how many conversations you're going to have, whatever it's going to take, and why it's important to you. If you've not already reached out to me for a coaching call to kind of map through what that looks like, I'm happy to do it. Or reach out to your sponsors, reach out to your upline, reach out to Laura and Chris and, Rachel and Jen and Kristen and Melanie and whoever it is, and just say, hey, help me map this out. I want to know. This is what I want to make happen. Is this possible? And let us go through that map for you, because if we tell you that you can and we believe in it, then we're one step closer to you believing in it. So I'm super excited to be a part of this. I know it's a lot, you guys. Try the new products, go to the promotions. I mean, literally someone came back and they said, what should I look at first in my back office? I said, all of it. Click around. Just spend an hour. Click on everything. Click on the orders. Click on the team. Click on the product and promotions. Get excited about things. I remember when I first clicked on the Top Achievers flyer my very first year, and I printed it off. I was like, I'm going to go to Laguna. I did not go to Laguna that year, but every year since I've been, because I knew it was there, right? Janny didn't tell me that. I was, what's Top Achievers? How do you qualify? I knew the 8 ways to qualify. I mean, look at the leadership board. Look and see where they're tracking ports of the leadership in action of the top ship teams. I mean, learn this. You guys know what your closet looks like. You know what your bathroom looks like. You know what your car looks like. Learn what your back office looks like. I mean, just spend time finding out what's there. I mean, the resources are there, and get excited about stuff. The workbook is there. You know, when in doubt, Google it, you know, whatever it may be. But we had such a good time at Celebration. If you missed it, we loved you, we missed you, but we're always promoting to events. I'm already talking about Isagenix Phoenix, ICU Phoenix. I know that Laura's going, I think, and Haley and Melanie are going, and I think Rachel might be going. I mean, we're already talking about the next event. We're talking about NYKO. You know, that's in Phoenix again, too. We're building upon events. So Celebration is in Nashville next year. Like, how awesome that we're out of Vegas. And only for a couple more weeks, the pre-sale is $149. You know, after August 31st, it's $199. Then it's going to go to $249. I mean, it's just going to go up. So grab your ticket. Commit. You guys all got paid yesterday, you know. Commit, buy your ticket and say, I'm going. And then decide who's coming with you. You know, grow your attendance every single event. Build upon events. I mean, when you're enrolling people, we're talking about the products. We're talking about the culture. We're talking about how to get paid. You're talking about getting people to an event. You know, even if they don't want to build the business, get them to an event. I mean, literally, they change lives. And if you knew the amount of product users that went to an event that became business builders because they had fun, because they saw that they could do this, they saw someone they related to, don't tell yourself why someone can't do this. Convince yourself of why they can and pass that belief forward. So you guys are awesome. I will get this recording up. I know it's a lot. Please reach out to us. Please lock arms. Grab your accountability partners and run. Go fast. Speed is sexy. I will tell you, the ones that have gone executive fast, they've stayed executive. If you are on the slow train, you're going to create a consultant, lose a consultant. Create a consultant, lose a consultant. I've seen people create 20, 25 consultants in 3 or 4 years and never hit director and executive because they can't keep them active at the same time. Go fast. Make a list of 100 people, call 100 people, you know, connect with them, whatever it may be. Follow up with them and get people into the threads. I mean, start doing 3-way calls as fast as possible. Sammy and Brent from Australia, they literally, when they won ISA Derby and they hit millionaire in their first year, they didn't enroll people until they found 2. That was the culture that they set. Like, if you want to enroll with me, you got to find 2 people. Everybody comes in with 2. As soon as you have your 2 enrollments, I'll get you started. And that was the culture they set. They created executives like this because that was the standard. When you're having that conversation that everybody comes in with 2 accountability partners, everybody on your team gets their products paid for, guess what happens? But you got to have that conversation. It doesn't stop with chocolate and vanilla and where am I sending it, right? Immediately cast that vision, immediately get them into the groups, immediately get them into group texts or whatever it may be, so that we can cast the vision. So I'm going to just keep rambling because I'm fired up and I've been talking all day. But I love you guys. I will get the recording up. Have so much fun with this. Look forward to the 30-day trainings. You guys are going to see the Hot Mess Express because I am going to give you your Facebook Live every day for 30 days. And I promise you, I will not always be showered. I will not always have makeup on, but I will give you one skill every day for the first month to really help you guys all go forward. So thank you, Alex. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Sarah, for being a part of the call, for helping and do the training. And you guys, fast track. All I can tell you is that training is going to be amazing. It is not going to be public. I'm not posting those calls public. It's really for those that say they want to do that. And the training is phenomenal. I mean, if you look at that flyer, go to their Facebooks, research their accolades, like, that's amazing. And I mean, literally my uplines, my sponsors were like, what the heck, Lauren, how'd you put that together? Like, how did you get them all to do this? And I am the initiative, to be totally honest. And I'm okay saying that because I want the best for you guys. And I don't have all the skills. I don't have all the answers, but I do know how to tap into resources. And they're super fired up to do this. So if you're saying, I really, really want to create executives, I want to go executive again, I want to hit 2-star, 3-star, dive into that fast track, because it's going to be training you've never seen from leaders that are incredible and I'm learning from. I'm putting this content together. I was asking questions. So if I'm asking questions, you know that there's value for all of you guys. So love you. Good night. We'll see you next Tuesday.